Hey everybody, welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you how to play the guitar solo from Van Halen's Can't Stop Lovin' You. Now unlike most Van Halen songs, you don't need to tune your guitar down 1/2 step for this one. You're going to keep it in standard tuning. In addition, on this solo Eddie used his neck pickup, so if you have one, use it. It's going to sound a little bit more like the record, but if you don't and you only have a bridge pickup, that's fine. It'll work either way. Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump on into it. Alright, section 1 goes like this, normal and then slow speed. So basically what you're doing here is it's a bunch of octaves, right? G string and E string octaves. You start off though with a couple palm muted pick to notes at the 12th fret of the G string before you get into the, okay? Now this section should be pretty easy to tackle if you're going to do the whole solo, but I do want to call out that once we get up to the octave at the 12th fret G, 15th fret of E, notice that when we strike it, when we hit it the second time, we're going through that note quickly to get to the 14th and 17th frets, like this. Okay? You don't want to linger on that 12th, 15 like this. You want to go into it quickly. Alright? Here's the whole thing one more time at regular and then slow speed. Alright, let's move to the next part. Here's section 2 at regular and then slow speed. So this part should be pretty easy to follow. Notice that when I first play the 11th fret of the G string, I don't quickly hammer on to the 12th. I hold it for a little bit before I hammer on, okay? And then toward the end where we have the 12th fret of the D, followed by the 12th fret of the D string again, sliding up to the 14th fret, those last three notes, that second 12th fret note, you're going through that one pretty quickly, like this. You don't want to linger on it and emphasize it like this. Okay, that's wrong. You want to go through that second 12th fret note quickly. Here's the whole section one more time, normal and then slow speed. Alright, let's move to the next part. Alright, so for section 3 here, we're going to do some volume knob swells, right? And here it is. I'll play it for you and then I'll explain. Okay, so what you do is you're not picking the notes, you're hammering the note onto the fretboard, and after you hammer it on, you raise the volume. Okay, so you start with the volume all the way down, hammer the note on, raise the volume up, okay? Alright, let's move to the next part. Section 4 is probably the trickiest part of this solo, and it goes like this. Let me play that slowly and then we'll break it down. Alright, let's break this part in two. The first part's going to go like this, slowly. Couple things I want to call out here. That first note, the 10th fret of the high E, when we slide up to the 17th, that's an approximation. Don't get too caught up on starting at the 10th fret. You can really start just about anywhere and it's going to sound probably fine. Okay. And then once we get down to the G string, notice that I'm sliding through with one finger, right? Let me show you again. Okay. And then once we get down to the A string, it's a quick movement from the 12th to the 10th. Okay? Okay, we don't want to linger on that 12th fret note. We're going to go through it quickly. Okay? All right? And then with the final 8 or so notes there, we hammer onto the 12th fret of the A and then do this kind of quick movement. So here it is from the beginning, regular speed and then slowly, this whole section. Alright, let's move to the next part. Here's section 5 at normal and then slow speed. Now a lot of times I'll see this tabbed where instead of playing that, they'll just rake up the strings to that 12th fret like this. Whereas I do it like this. Okay? And that underneath it, what's going on in the background is he's got this D sustain 4 type chord in the background. Well, it's played a little bit differently. It's more like, okay? And that's the same notes here. We've got D and A. So you're really emphasizing the D note and the 4th, the A. Okay? That's what it sounds like Eddie's doing to me, not just raking up the strings, and it fits with the chord underneath it. Here it is one more time at normal and then slow speed. And don't forget at the end there, you're moving from the 12th to the 14th fret pretty quickly on the G string. Alright, that was my video showing you how to play the guitar solo from Van Halen's Can't Stop Lovin' You. If you liked it, I would appreciate a thumbs up, and please hit that subscribe button if you aren't already and you want to catch videos like this in the future. And then finally, if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below and I will attempt to answer them as time allows. Until next time, rock on.